This is the key. It has its own power source. Yes. And so when you put this, it sends electric signal here into this iron core, and then when the electromagnets are turned on, it pulls this down, which completes this secondary circuit, which then turns on this light and makes a very satisfying click.
We sort of, and were given the manuscript of the original object or thing that we were creating, which is the Vale and Morse Telegraph. And then we I read the manuscript and it didn't make much sense, so we pretty much eyeballed the pictures in it and we tried to replicate the parts to the telegraph as best we could.
Before we even started building or even looked at the manuscript, we were given a large amount of notes so we learned all about electricity, currents, electromagnets, and we just kind of kept going through the stages so we knew how it worked before we even started making it.
Without this, we would have just learned those notes, taken a test, and then gone on to the next subject. But with this, we learned the material and then were able to apply it to a project that we could physically hold and then test and use.
The idea of this whole project would be that if we had engineering questions about how we're supposed to build this, what does this mean, we go to Mr. Breder. But then for really the science and the electricity and just the basic science properties, we would go to Mr. Munzie, and that system really helped, really worked. Yeah. Personally, I learn better when I'm experiencing it in front of me. Reading and taking notes from a textbook, it doesn't help. It's just easier to understand something if it's right in front of you, and you can do different things to it or whatever it is, and you can just see the reactions of it. It's simpler. You can make relations. It's easy.